sexy, hallelujah. Girl, sexy, hallelujah. Girl, sexy, hallelujah. 'Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. 'Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. 'Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. 'Cause how deep is your love?
Is this loud enough? Is everyone happy with this?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Let's find out.
So, game 2 of the evening. We've got the Hellas taking on the Pinheads.
And we can see from the board, we did have a great game between the Hot Dogs and the Athenas. That was 5-3. We're going to have to do a little update over there on the scoreboard.
So the Pinheads, last season's champions, they're coming in with just the 1 win, which they took over the Delis last week. You'd have to say the Pinheads drastically underperforming. If we look at the game that they had last week versus the Delis, we can see what they're absolutely capable of. It was, although the scoreline was close, the game itself was not close at all. They absolutely ran over the Delis.
They know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing. They're 2-time champions. They're an original 14, and most of them have been around for most of the KIHL existence.
Yeah, some of the founding fathers, if you will.
And yet they find themselves in 8th position, while the Hellas in their third season find themselves in 3rd.
Do you know what we should definitely take into account here?
What?
It was the abdication of his responsibilities of Stephen, the trash man himself. He changed teams and everything's fallen apart since then.
That's true. Stephen traded to the Trout in an off-season move. There was no return. The Trout were unwilling to give anything up for him. The Pinheads basically had to beg them.
And what a
to
terrible
take Stephen
trade
away.
that was.
It's been a mistake. Jake Adamson's confided in me that he does routinely cry himself to sleep thinking about the fact he doesn't play with Stephen on the Pinheads anymore.
Yeah, look, understandable, although we all know that Trashman was notorious for own goaling.
That's true.
So maybe not such a bad thing to
And
have him out of the
slashing
way.
children.
And that was one time.
All right, we've got some sponsors to thank before we get underway here.
Let's jump in.
The first one is our payment platform at the Kondos Ice Hockey League, Cradle Pay. Cradle Pay Sports will take your club or league and automate all of your payment requirements so that they can follow up with individual players, team captains, whatever it is that you wish for, and they will take care of all the finances and produce all documentation that you require to safely run your league in accordance with all regs.
And it's definitely so straightforward.
Very straightforward. The players just have
experience is great.
Players just have to register and then push one button every season, and it's all taken care of. Not very hard. They can also accommodate all sorts of plans. We've also got to thank our official apparel sponsor, Wanda Plus Community Apparel for community organisations, grassroots style wear. It's our exclusive apparel provider at the Kondos Ice Hockey League. They make a variety of wonderful products, including some fantastic designs.
Some very snazzy numbers on there.
Very snazzy. I saw some Pinheads merch getting handed out beforehand from their championship game in the change rooms.
If anyone wants to jazz up their winter wardrobe.
And our last sponsor that we have to thank is the Olympic Ice Skating Arena here on Centre Road in Oakley, South Victoria, where our games come to you live and exclusive every week.
We'd literally be lost without them.
Oh, literally, yes. So they have skating classes, whether it's you're learning to skate, whether it's you want to improve your hockey, your figure skating. No matter what it is, they've got the skating sport for you.
And if you're just an observer, there's a great little cafe here if you need a little...
The Polar Bear Cafe, famous for their jam donuts.
Ooh. Tell me about it.
I think I've heard that we've got a goat on the loose out there tonight.
My God.
Yes. The booming voice of the commissioner demands blood. And by blood, I mean the players to hurry up.
Almost the same thing.
I mean, at this point, we can just give the Pinheads delay of game. The Hellas are ready to go.
Whoa.
And we've got the commissioner behind us, so I can say with a degree of confidence that some rigging is going to be required if you wish to keep the points alive. You tied Blaze during the Hot Dogs game. He's right there. That's a kid that looks exactly like Blaze, who's wearing Blaze's uniform.
But amazingly, not him, apparently.
It's not him. So we're away. Pinheads versus the Hellas. And it's the Stokes boys to start. Trent and Blaze. We've
Not
got
Blaze.
Luke Doherty
Fake
with the
Blaze.
puck now. Up to Jakey Boy Adamsons, the minted top 8 for the Pinheads. He chips it into the zone, and Kuldog is going to circle behind the net as he moves up into the Pinhead zone. Oh, well done by Jakey to keep him out of the zone. He throws it ahead to Jackson Suckham, who tumbles.
Now, we had a lot of tumbling in the first game. Do we think we're going to have a repeat here in the second?
Hopefully not. Oh, Cullen, giveaway.
Ooh,
Jakey Boy, he scores.
Straight
Well,
to it.
that is costly, unfortunately, for the Hellas there. It was looking like a straightforward zone exit, but unfortunately, something's gone not quite right. I can't see because of the boards, but something's gone not quite right. And Jakey Boy.
An unassisted goal to Jakey Boy.
Thank you.
heck yeah.
So Jakey cuts in and scores. Adrienne wins the face-off there against Tara Mosolata. But it comes back down to the trash man.
The aforementioned trash man.
Stephen chips it out of the zone straight up to Marty McFly. He enters the zone just past my nemesis, Annie Knight. McFly with the shot. It's saved by Tad. And Juliana Chu into the corner there, cycles it round. Trashman looking way too menacing against Adrienne there. I hate that.
He's got to ease off.
He passes it up to Dwayne. Dwayne was going to beat the icing, so he forces Brody to come around and play it. Tara gets the puck, though. She misfires on the shot. She had an empty cage to aim at. McFly cycles back. Easy zone entry. Not much defensive pressure from the Hellas there. They just kind of let them come in. Adrienne tries the backhand. It ends up on Annie's stick. Trashman takes the puck away. What a dog. Back up to Danny Gates. He puts the shot in. Trashman's there again. He gets it up. Dwayne is away. He's by himself.
Let's go.
McFly and Danny Gates in hot pursuit. Dwayne with the shot. Good save. Just under the arm there from Brody. That was very close. So Dwayne now passes it back to Trent Stokes. Trent chips it back forward. Igor is here after Igor claimed he might not be able to make it.
Whoa.
I don't know what to think about Igor anymore.
What
That
a
man tells
shocking
me
turn of
lies.
events.
Lockie Old puts it into the zone. Jackson Suckham wraps around but gets his pass straight into the skates of Trent Stokes. Lockie Old's pass well off the mark. It's going to be Allegra and Lockie McConville in pursuit. No icing there, given it was from the Pinheads player themselves. Cliff Banks, the Tasmanian Tornado himself. Chips it along to Jackson. We've got Beaver Tail from Luke Doherty, but instead Jackson drops it off to the wrong team. Oopsies. Oh no, but he manages to redeem himself by picking the puck off the Hellas stick there and getting a shot away on Tad, who was thankfully paying plenty of attention.
Tad's having a great night.
Luke Doherty into the zone. He takes the shot. He was faking like he was going to drop it to Jake. Tad was having none of it.
Oh, my goodness.
Lockie Old. Oh, beautiful stretch pass up to Jakey Boy, but
My
Jakey can't
goodness.
score. What's he doing?
He's just too eager. Oh.
Luke Doherty chips it wide. Circles back round. It's Adrienne who is in the slot, but Allegra manages to break it up and chip it out of the zone. Well done, Allegra. Finish your check, Allegra. Get him. Luke Doherty now feeds it to the boy who can't
Jake,
score.
what are you doing? What an absolute goose.
Has Jake forgotten the rules?
Has Jake forgotten that he's a top 8? He didn't want to be a top 8. Good reminder from the commissioner there.
What? Did someone hit Jake on the head in the last game or something
I
when
mean,
he was
did
reffing?
have a few rough moments. It's possible he has forgotten.
I'm certain we told him at the start of the season. Lockie McConville in the slot scores.
My goodness, there we
Juliana Chu with a aggressive
go. Oh, I
and
pressed the wrong button. Sorry, everyone.
heavy forecheck. Gets it back to McConville, who's completely unmarked in the slot. He smashes it home past Brody.
Lockie from Juliana.
Thank you, Nick. Goodbye, Nick.
That sounded menacing. What's going to happen to him?
Nothing yet. We've got
Okay.
Nick and Mick as the officials tonight. Blaze versus Adrienne for the face-off. Blaze wins the face-off. We'll just get these disco lights off.
Oh, all right.
Juliana chips it across to Trashman. Trashman up to Igor, the filthy liar. Here he is. It's his first game of the season. We're glad to see Igor back, even though he told me a filthy lie. Trashman from his knees gets it to Blaze, who makes the shot on Brody, but Brody, pretty comfortable save.
Now, who are our top 8s on Ellis? Do we know?
Stephen, a top 8. What an outrageous turn of events.
Stephen doesn't deserve such an honour based on his conduct.
I mean, if Stephen scores, I'll eat my hat.
Okay.
Now,
Hang on.
I don't have a hat, so I feel this is a safe bet to make.
What about an own goal? What he's best at?
I could care less.
Okay, so no repercussions from getting an own goal. It's just if he scores.
No, there's
He's
no repercussions for just doing what he always does. Right, the Pinheads pass was missed, so Juliana throws it up to Blaze at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Marty McFly, he's in. He's got Annie in the slot, but he scores instead. I mean, that was fairly clearly in. I'm not sure why we carried on as if that wasn't a goal. I'm not sure if there was a parallel universe where it didn't go in the net, but that one definitely went in the net.
Maybe they're seeing something different down there.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but McFly definitely scored there. Tad started to cheat off the post as it looked like he was going to pass to Annie. McFly took advantage and popped it home.
Yep. Maybe they're on a
Goal to McFly, and no idea who assisted it.
Thanks, Mick. I'm not sure which player is no idea, but they assisted.
well done.
Lockie Old takes the puck. Oh,
Simmer down, mate. Thought that was
oh,
another
the puck's still live. Oh my goodness. Trent Stokes puts down Annie Knight in the slot.
Unbelievable.
The number of attempted murder we've seen tonight is
Yeah.
outrageous. Oh no, Cliff's off the ice for something. Undoubtedly, Trent probably tried to murder him too. Tyra in the corner. She's returning from a layoff with illness. She pops it back to Cullen, the trailing man. He shoots, and
Well done.
Brody pops it in the breadbasket. Lockie Old up to Annie Knight. Annie chips it into the center for Jackson, but he's pressured on the way in. He manages to get round Trent. A move, but broken up by Tad Lyons. Goodness gracious me. I'm not sure what that hit in the slot,
Annie
but
Knight is hacking away at it. She was determined.
I hope it wasn't the child. Cullen's clearing attempt takes a funny bounce off the boards. It ricochets to Jackson, who throws the puck 3 feet wide. Dwayne gets a touch on it. Now Cullen's going to take it. He's got Tara
off to the
on the far
races.
wing. He gives Luke a nice little pat on the backside to say, great work, Luke. Wonderful job. Luke chips it up to Lachlan Old. Lachlan's got a 3-on-1. Gets it across to Jackson. Tad went down for the stacked pads, but no shot was coming. So instead he just looked like Kate Winslet, waiting for someone to paint him like a French girl. Lachlan Old tries the chip again, but the only one there's Dwayne. If he hurries, he's got Brooke Skeen. Skeen on a heater to start the season, scoring lots of goals. She's picked the pocket of Jackson Suckham. She's now just got to beat Luke. She does. She's in alone.
Let's do it.
And save by Brody. Second save by Brody. Annie looks and does manage to clear the zone. And she subsequently takes a shot on Tad Lyons, which is easily just palmed away into the corner for Lockie McConville to start the breakout for the Hellas. Nice little circle play to get the aggressive Juliana in. There's no stopping Juliana. She wrestles animals 10 times these men's size at work. She has no fear. McFly, fresh off his goal. Oh, looks for another one. Tad's skate just managed to kick it out of the way, although I don't think he did that particularly on purpose. Brooke tries to chip it for Allegra, but just a bit too hot, and it goes the length of the ice down to Brody, who plays it straight back to McFly. Well, so far we're 10 minutes in. McFly, it's a 3-on-0. Tad manages to make the first stop. He gets a piece of his pad on the other one.
No.
Juliana, I mean, it is just a slaughterhouse out there tonight.
I think everyone
There are
needs-
pigs squeaking, cows mooing.
I just think everyone needs to sit down. No more playing for the next 14 minutes, you know?
That seems excessive.
Slow down this rampage.
You'd have to say 10 minutes in, the Pinheads are playing a bit more like the team that we thought they'd be at the start of the season. Underperforming so far, but they are all over the Hellas. Jakey, the timer is off, so he can now shoot and score. Whether he realizes or he's just carrying on, I'm not sure.
It is hard to say.
Allegra manages to get the puck off the stick of McFly. Igor recovering from an injury to the finger. Stephen chips it ahead to Allegra, who is going off for a change. What a foolish thing to do, Stephen. Jakey boy circles back. Puts it ahead for McFly to skate onto. McFly, we've seen him score from this angle just before. He tried for an extra move to get it to Danny Gates. No such luck. The trash man through center ice, gets across. Couldn't get the shot away. Fellow top 8 Jake Adamson's stick right in the lane. He tries to feed it back to Trent Stokes. Trent Stokes with a terrifying slap shot. Stokes chips it ahead to Igor. Igor's in, gets the shot away. It's wide, but Brody gloves it down to stop the play. Doherty building up some speed as he enters the neutral zone. He's got Jackson and Lachlan wide. And instead, Stephen steals the puck. He gives it up to Blaze. Blaze, who isn't actually playing tonight. Backhander, Brody makes the stop. Lockie Old gets it up to Jackson, but Jackson couldn't quite get a handle on the pass. He's now chasing former teammate Stephen into the corner. He cycles it round to Dwayne, but the puck burglar's back. He burgles the puck and gets it to Lachlan Old. Stephen chips it out of the zone. Puck burglar turns over to Blaze, but makes a good defensive play on the way back to make up for his sin. Culdog now in the defensive zone. He's going to take it right behind the net to build up some speed.
Oh, maybe not build up some speed.
Well, he bumps right into Jackson, who was just kind of waiting there. Waiting for a mate, and then boop. Trent gets it into the zone, but the Hellas aren't ready for the chase. So it's going to be Lockie Old to collect and flip it forward for the Pinheads. Cullen pressuring him well. Somehow Annie Knight is alone behind the defense.
Oh my goodness.
And we know how violent she can be.
So close. She's not
Annie,
giving up.
oh, well, Jackson tried it behind the leg. And he managed to get the puck right into Jackson in the slot. And Jackson with the between the legs. Tad was just waiting for something like that. No problems. Cullen with a stretch that Luke Doherty picks off. He's in alone, takes the shot. Easy enough glove save for Tad Lyons, who just drops it at his feet.
Yeah, that was
ready
just a
for the next.
routine stop there for him. No effort required.
Here comes Chrissy. He's through the neutral zone. He goes wide, takes the shot. That was a tough one for Brody. It popped right to Tara Mosalata. Trent winds up. Dear Lord, someone have mercy. Lockie Old gives it back to him. Not again. Oh!
My God, Brody's been through it.
I mean, that one was a good shot. That was a good shot. Thank goodness no one was in the way.
Brody has been through it tonight.
I've never seen a man have his leg blown up from a slap shot. Today might be the day.
It could be.
Brooke Skeens into the zone. She gets around Luke Doherty. She's got a player in the slot. Luke Doherty aggressive in the back check there. Juliana at the point.
Ready.
She's got one assist already. She's looking to feed down low. Oh, unfortunate. Tara just couldn't quite chip it into the center for Brooke. And the Pinheads will clear the zone.
Let's go, Juliana. Just doing some fancy footwork down there.
Danny Gates manages to pick off the pass, but Adrienne was well offside, so she had to slow up. Annie chips it in deep. It's a foot race for the puck that Juliana wins. Cullen, be careful. She can strike. McFly picks it up on the point. It's Annie alone in the slot. Juliana says this is for Richard and doesn't let her take a shot. Culdog now on the breakout. He's got
Sensational pass.
unfortunately just bounces past. Jules is going to try and set up again. The puck burglar into the corner. Oh, the top eight's down. Puck just floats into center ice where Cliff will look to get the zone entry. Jake in the low corner, cycles it back up to McFly. McFly back down to Jake. Cliff's alone in the slot.
Ooh.
Gets it to him, but he couldn't quite execute on the shot. He and Juliana go to battle in the corner, and it's now Tara versus Jakey Boy Adamsons. Jakey spins round the net, chips it forward to kind of anyone who really wanted it. Oh my dear word. McFly trying to dance around Lockie McConville. Lockie McConville just holding his ground. No such luck. McConville now with a chance to end Danny Gates as Danny Gates goes just face first back towards the boards. Puck squirts out and it's down into the defensive end of the Hellas.
Just ready for Trashman to get an own goal.
Up to Igor. Igor, oh, unlucky there. He had a nice touch play, but Cliff, oh no. I mean, he was, for a moment there, he was flying like Superman. It was a beautiful sight. Allegro with a beautiful outlet pass up to Igor. Igor's in. He does a nice spinorama, gives it to the trash man. The trash man back to Igor, and Brody spinning out.
Oh, that looked like breakdancing, honestly.
He looked like he was in a washing machine, like a front loader.
Going through the old spin cycle.
McConville has his pocket picked by McFly. That's a good call from the referees. That was definitely offside. I will hear no arguments to the contrary.
You won't hear any.
Igor up to Allegra, gets a touch on it, I think, and it's Stephen Ward. Stephen with the shot. Brody makes the save off his shoulder. Not sure what it is about shooters tonight and aiming for sort of the upper chest / head of Brody.
Yeah, they're going for the most dangerous places.
I did see Tad was wearing a GoPro at the start of the last game, and I found him at the intermission between the games. It was shattered into a million pieces.
A million pieces.
Well, I didn't count, but it must have been close. Trent and Lockie into the boards. It's a big collision. Trent goes down. Lockie keeps his feet. Stephen's just kind of there doing nothing.
Oh, classic Stephen.
Stephen won't commit to whether it was or wasn't a good play. Dwayne brings it back to Blaze on the point. Blaze, before he went out, he said, God, I hate Chris. I'd really love to get ahead of him in the points tally.
Which is amazing because apparently he's not here.
Quite shocking. Lockie Old through center ice.
Ooh.
Cuts back in. Or just one step ahead of him and he just bounces off the boards like something out of Super Mario.
Bit of a pinball situation down there.
Yahoo! Lockie Old is going to quarterback the play. It's, oh no, it's the villain.
Look out, everyone.
Cullen cuts around two Pinheads there in one move. Takes a nice shot straight into Brody's stomach. Finally, someone not trying to decapitate the poor man. Lockie Old stretch again up to Jackson. It bounces off his stick to Trent. Trent can't clear the zone. Annie keeps it in, but it'll turn over to the Hellas. Blaze looking to chip it to Dwayne. But Luke Doherty managed to get a stick on it, and it's rebounded all the way back to Cullen so they can start again. Well offside. Oh, never mind.
Don't tell anyone.
Blaze fixed the error.
There we go. Problem solved.
Here he goes, Blaze. He's going to dangle past them all himself. Gives it off to Dwayne. Dwayne was a bit ahead of the play, but he'll manage to cycle it back to Cullen, who takes a shot. It goes wide into the corner.
Oh, Juliana was there.
Blaze keeps it away from Lachlan. Oh, Dwayne is alone in the slot. Oh, and he himself took off like Superman.
My
And
goodness.
did Juliana just hit Dwayne, her own player? Dear
It's
Lord.
possible.
It truly is a massacre out there. Dwayne back to Blaze. Blaze attempts the move, but now it's Annie and Adrienne. They just have Juliana to beat. Annie with the shot. Easy save for Tad. Lockie Old appears to
Again,
pick up the
someone
crumbs.
down.
Adrienne's down. Oh, no. Brooke Skeen, she's just got Danny Gates to beat. She gives it to Cullen. Cullen shot. Lockie, oh no, that's Blaze. Blaze on the back door, just couldn't fire on the shot. Icing called. Juliana setting up. We've got 4:20 to go. Blaze it. Cliff Banks into the zone. Tried to scoop it back for Jakey.
He wasn't there. I feel like Jake's a bit gun shy after the goal no goal situation. Now
Jake
he's not quite sure what he's doing.
He's forgotten all the rules. He has no idea when he can or can't shoot and score.
Put him on watch for getting an own goal.
Chips it up to Danny. Jake's in. He takes a shot. It's just wide.
He was going the right direction though. That's good.
Thunders into the boards. Brooke Skeen now. Dipsy Doodle around Jake. It's around. Oh no.
We are going to have to set up a support line for everyone, I think.
Will the madness never end? Jakey's into the zone again. He's got Danny Gates fighting with Jules in the slot. Adrienne just quietly finds her way right in front. She's doing a good job screening. Jules with the chop. We've not seen such chop action since Stephen attacked a child.
Again, that was
Adrienne, there she is. Oh, just off the post. Sorry for everyone at home for screaming. I thought Adrienne had scored a goal. Good save by Jakey boy.
Oh.
Kept it in at the line, but the Pinheads don't manage to score. It's now Brooke. She's alone against Brody again.
She goes.
And it's a goal. Beautiful little dangle from Brooke there. She goes forehand, backhand after she breathed Brody. Instead, she's been on an absolute tear to start. Between her and Blaze, no doubt why the Hellas find themselves in
24 from, I think, Lockie.
Thanks, Nick. We've got Igor versus McFly for the face-off. McFly cleanly wins it back to Luke Doherty. They were looking for a clear set touch play to enter the zone. They managed to achieve it. Lockie Old with the shot, but there's no traffic, so that's easy pickings for Tad Lyons. Lockie McConville, he tried to chip it across to the trash ban, but McFly was right there. Nice little dangle, but Stephen prevents the shot. McFly to Jackson in the center. It's blocked by Lockie. That's a good block, because I dare say that probably was going in. Ow!
Yeah, that would
Stephen hit again. Doherty circling the net. Trashman manages to get it
Off
away.
he goes.
Oh, no.
Look out. You might have to eat that hat. Oh, no.
Stephen
Don't
just
worry, everyone.
flubs it at the net. Allegra. Oh, no. This is a terrible sight. For viewers at home, I can't describe what the sight is, but just know bad news.
Everyone's looking the other direction. I'm going to have to fill in with the commentary. I don't know that I've got enough. Oh, strange things are happening here, everybody.
Well, our camera one operator up here, we're just all flabbergasted. He's doing the camera operating while watching like Netflix or something at the same time.
Oh my God, that's
what is the matter with
multitasking.
this man? We don't even have a sponsorship with that subscription service.
What a strong decision.
What outrageous behaviour.
Sorry, everyone, that derailed us slightly, but
You'll find the footage later on socials. Right,
Stephen Ward's back at it again.
Up to Allegra. Allegra should take the clap on from there, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, unfortunately, Jackson pushed Igor offside, so Allegra unable to enter the zone.
I don't know about that.
The boos rain down. Lockie Old chips it ahead to McFly. Oh, the last minute was like 40 seconds ago. I'm sure they'll work it out.
Oh, yeah. Okay, everyone, 15 seconds left.
Oh, Lockie Old with a shot through traffic. McFly was there. Jackson again, McFly again.
Stephen
Tad's
Ward.
standing on his head.
He's standing on his feet.
All right, he's standing on his feet. I'll just be
1
over
second
here.
to go. Whew.
All right, and we have a special presentation now for halftime. The return of the trash man to the Pinheads.
Everyone please look at the scoreboard. All players look at the scoreboard, please.
We're getting an announcement.
Hello there, the angel from my nightmare, the shadow in the background of the moor, the unsuspecting victim of darkness in the valley. We can live like Jack and Sally if we want, where you can always find me. And we'll have Halloween on Christmas, and in the night we'll wish this never ends. We'll wish this never ends.
Where are you? And I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep, I cannot dream tonight. I need somebody and always. This sick, strange darkness comes creeping on, so haunting every time. And as I stared, I counted the webs from all the spiders, catching things and eating their insides, like indecision to call you and hear your voice of treason. Will you come home and stop this pain tonight? Stop this pain tonight. Don't waste your time on me. You're already the voice inside my head. Don't waste your time on me. You're already the voice inside my head. Don't waste your time on me. You're already the voice inside my head. Don't waste your time on me. You're already the voice inside my head. Don't waste your time on me. You're already the voice inside my head. Don't waste your time on me. You're already.
Well, a touching tribute video there from the Pinheads organization for Trashman. 101 games played before he was unceremoniously traded
Dumped.
to the Trout because the Pinheads could not stand the man anymore.
Do you know what I don't miss? His tinted visor that was shown briefly in that footage. I'm glad that era was short-lived.
Right, well, unfortunately, Jake won't be able to take the ice as he is currently weeping. Someone was in the fetal position down there during that video, very upset.
Pretty sure that was Jake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't worry, Jake, we're here
He's
for
still
you.
crying. Look at him.
Crying, screaming, throwing up in the
Yeah.
corner. Thanks, Mick. All right, and we're away for the second period. Hellers cleanly win the face-off back. Dwayne wins it to Chris Cullen. Cullen looking for Jules on the lead. Oh, it's
Not
back.
again.
He's back.
Last time, Steven squirted me in the face.
Whoa. Hold on. Let's focus on the game.
Blaze chips it up to Dwayne. Dwayne enters the zone. He's just got to burgle the puck, burglar. He's unable to do so. The burglar has burgled. It's up to Annie. She might just punch her way through Cullen.
It's possible.
She shoots, deflects off Cullen into the corner. She gets it back. She's got a few in the slot, but Jules cuts off the pass and starts the breakout for the Hellers. Blaze passes across to Jules. Jules just breezes into the zone. Not much defense there. Cullen at the point tries to get past Annie. Was afraid to do so, quite rightly. He gets it to Blaze. Blaze with the shot. Tad blockers it down into the corner, but Jules collects it. An offensive onslaught here. Oh, great pass that Dwayne just couldn't corral. Blaze is going to breeze past Annie. He cuts himself into
Looking
the
for
slot.
that point.
They keep the zone. Dwayne is still kind of just waiting at the back door, hoping for an opportunity here. Should probably put the stick down on the ice. There it is. Oh.
Hey, patience is a virtue.
Cullen shoots from up high.
For a moment, I thought that might have been in.
No, it wasn't. Don't worry.
Good try, Cullen. We're proud of you.
This is a long shift for the Pinheads. Annie finds herself on a
Oh
breakaway. No
my
wonder they're
word.
having such a hard time defending. Annie was in another postcode. The shot goes wide and Blaze picks it up from behind the net. 2 minutes in and a lot of players on the Pinheads still looking for their first change of the period. Cullen drops for Jules. Jules to Dwayne, and what a save by Tad.
I have Isaac here from SAE. What do you think of that shot?
Amazing shot, man.
Thanks, Isaac.
In-depth
Colourful
analysis.
commentary over here.
Yeah.
I don't think Jake's been back on since that video, guys.
No,
He hasn't yet.
I can't even see him on the bench. I think he's just lying on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, Jake. I'm so sorry.
Doherty shoots. He shoots wide, but the rebound works out. It comes straight back to him, and Brody makes the save. McFly,
Great save.
hungry for a goal. It's a 3-all tie. I think given the Athena's loss in the first game, the Hellas would consider themselves pretty keen to win this game and see if they can pick up top spot. But McFly, he
There
just
we have it.
freezes Brody and dangles past him on the forehand.
What do you think of that goal?
That was an amazing trick shot right there.
Trick shot.
Trick
That's it.
shot. You heard it
One
here
from
first.
99.
It's trick shot.
You should be on the mic every week, mate. I think next week we'll get the SAE boys commentating the game. What do you reckon? Yeah. Yeah. You guys all in.
Lockie Old chips it back and across to Doherty. Very strong line they've got here. Lockie Old, Luke Doherty and Marty McFly with Jackson Suckham as the trigger person. Old brings it around behind the net. Trent Stokes does a good job bodying Jackson out of the bumper spot.
Who would win that fight?
I don't know, let's find out. Yell out and ask him to fight. No, don't.
Who would win a fight out of Trent Stokes and Destroyer?
Trent Stokes.
I don't know.
I
You
don't
just
know.
pick her up by her feet.
I mean, as we were discussing in the first game, Destroyer literally tried to murder Jim Gallagher.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Oh, in? Lockie Old, he's done it. That's a nice little feed, and Lockie Old just tips it past the goalie.
That's a top 8 timer, I believe.
Sure, why not?
Well, he's a top 8.
You don't need to tell me 5 times.
Mick with the call.
77 from 51 from 53 and 1.
Okay, great job. I was going to say, there is no 51 on the Pinheads. That would have been a remarkable assist. Jakey boy, he's composed himself enough to win the face-off, but goodness me, who knows what his play is going to be like. Oh, McConville walking around like he's had 45
hang
years.
on. Maybe that's what he needed.
Oh, that's no goal.
Oh, he's going to be beside himself. 2 no goals in the same game. He's having a meltdown. Ref, get back. He could flip out. I think he might just leave. Sorry, Jake. Things will get better from here, mate.
They might not, honestly. This might be as good as they get.
Not necessarily tonight. but,
Igor
you know,
takes a
in
shot.
life.
The furious Jake just blocks his shot.
While someone screams like a goat.
I think Simon is watching Star Wars cross. I don't know what that is.
Okay.
Mandalorian?
Oh, now, Simon.
I don't know. He might be seeing the movie later. He might need to catch up.
Yeah, he might be. It is Star Wars, I think.
Stephen chips it up to Trent Stokes. Trent Stokes with the shot he's got. He could probably shoot from there.
Oh.
Bounces off the puck burglar to Stephen, who gives it to Allegra. Allegra coming in. Surveys her options, goes for the pass, but Cliff Banks cuts it off. It ricochets to Trashman,
Oh
who
my gosh.
bounces it into Igor. We're trying to protect the juniors, Stephen.
Yeah. Classic
Jake
Steve.
Adamson's. The puck burglar crosses the line. Jules on defense manages to break up that play. She's now going to start up the ice herself.
let's go.
I mean,
Take
it's a
it
good
coast to
idea when
coast.
your option is you or Trash Man.
Yeah, fair enough.
Danny Gates manages to poke the puck away, but he throws it down the ice. No ice
one's
crew
interested.
here this evening, so that won't be icing.
How many points has Blaze got?
None so far.
That's good.
Steven drops it to Igor. Oh!
Oh my God.
Oh, no!
Oh, wow.
People are dying left, right, and centre this
Jeez.
evening. I mean, it's just a calamity after calamity.
Jake, please,
look, Nathan's
please,
back.
for your own mental well-being, don't go for this goal.
Steven chips it up to Jules.
Juliana's back
She just
at
has to
it.
cut in on the puck burglar. She gets the shot away, probably not the one she liked, but Tad manages to make the save. Jake unsure what to do now that he realizes he can't score.
And that his best mate's not there.
I mean, he ends up shooting it on net anyway. What is going on?
Everything's gone upside down for him.
Brody kicks it away to Cullen. Cullen comes up through center ice. He cuts into the middle, takes a shot. Tad just grabs it in the glove, says, "Thank you, come again."
And catch it up on Star Wars down here.
Oh. Jackson with a big shot and then a secondary one that goes well wide. Blaze cuts around behind the net. He's pressured there by Jackson, but he manages to get it to Dwayne, who looks for the one-touch
word.
pass to Cullen. Lachlan Old, the top 8, who ruined Jake's Christmas. Oh no, it's another collision. This is worse than my journey in on the M1. Jackson fires, it goes well wide and comes clean out of the zone. Lachlan Old there, waiting for the puck.
He goes top 8. With the timer on.
Does he realize he can't score?
Now he does.
Passes
He's got
it to Jackson's backhand. Into the corner, Cullen cuts around. Picks up some speed through the neutral zone. Goes himself, but unfortunately no luck on that shot. Lachlan Old and Tad Lyons has to come out and
That's
clean
it.
up the mess.
Yeah. Interesting decision there.
Cullen looks to put it on net. Oh, and
Oh, dear.
unfortunately we've had that puck.
That's definitely an...
Well, it looks like a similar injury to Nick Luff the other day when he ended up with a second mouth.
That's a hideous description.
If I could eat with 2 mouths, I would. Right, well, we'll just get the ice resurfaced and reset. There's 100 pinheads on the ice for some reason. All
How are
skating.
we cleaning the blood up off the ice?
I don't know, man. Don't ask that on a live broadcast.
Okay.
Yeah, and why ask a question when you can't hear the answer? What a silly thing to have done. Looks like Mick Fitzgerald has hopped the boards. He's going to go commandeer the Zamboni. I've never seen him drive it before, but let's see what happens.
He's unstoppable, that man.
Oh, he's coming back with a shovel. Oh, I
Awful.
don't think Luke was that badly injured. I don't think it's time for a hole.
Little scrape. Great.
I mean, this is the worst shoveling I've ever seen. What is going on?
I wonder if a broom might have been a better choice.
It's just blood on the ice. Maybe we should just stop the clock for a little bit. We're running ahead of schedule, so we've got time.
Good call.
Right.
We could even add a few seconds back on.
Interestingly, many pinheads seem unfamiliar with the concept of a shovel. And Jackson's going to throw it into the netting, not the blood in the netting.
Some
Oh.
strong choices are being made.
Dear Lord. I mean, for a rink that's been a slaughterhouse this afternoon, the management of blood products has been terrible. Oh. Not for nothing, but where are the rink staff?
Elsewhere. They may well be in the store.
I think as punishment for this technique, Jackson is going to have to play the next shift with a shovel.
Potentially. While we have a delay, do you reckon we should throw to some of our sponsors? Give them
Yeah,
a
I
little
guess.
shout out.
Why not, hey? We can talk about our sponsors. The official payment platform of the KIHL is Cradle Pay Sports. Cradle Pay Sports organises both league and team level fees so that organisers do not have to worry about chasing up individual players for their money. It's all automated, nothing to worry about.
And unlike the injury just there, it's not painful paying with Cradle Pay.
I don't think Luke Doherty was hurt. He would seem more irritated.
Oh, okay.
All right, Jackson through centre ice. McFly looking to inflict some pain on somebody. He doesn't care who. Wrap around. Brody makes the save. Tara tries to clear it. Jackson! Oh, my word. I thought that was going to end up with the death of someone. He wound up so hard from 2 feet away and just smashes it into the back of the net. It's a good
But
goal.
I didn't see who assisted, sorry.
Oh, that's okay, Nick. Jackson thunders it into the net from close range. Poor Brody. Must have been fearing for his life. We've got McFly and McConville to take the face-off. Trent Stokes back on defense. He gives it away to Jakey boy. Should we no-goal Jakey on this one just for fun?
Oh, I think he'd lose it, honestly.
Is it in? No, it was under Brody.
He is going to have a meltdown then. Sorry, Jake.
Trent surveying his options, chips it up to Steven. Steven puts it ahead to Brooke Skeen. That's a good option. Danny Gates steps up on the blue line to keep them out. Brooke chips it past Jake. Looks for the dangle. Now she's looking for support. She cuts across. Lockie couldn't get a stick on it. Trashman back to pick it up. He just dribbles it forward to Danny Gates. Jakey gives it to Aaron. Aaron, Jakey. Save by Brody. What a wonderful cross seam save from Brody. He took a minute to get back up. Hope his groin's okay. And then McFly with another shot pass. McConville and Danny Gates come together again. Those two suspiciously enjoying each other's company. I think they should be on the same team from now on. Brooke Skeen behind the net. Chips it back to Lockie. Lockie thunders it back down. Brooke Skeen in the corner looking for options. Trent Stokes is at the top of the umbrella. Watch out, everyone. Here it comes. Right into Jake Adamson's leg. Well, I don't know what to say about that. That would have tickled. Now Jakey, he moves past Trent, but he can't get past the trash man. Trent again chips it forward. Would have run into Allegra, but McFly cuts off the pass.
Stephen Ward causing chaos.
Cullen and Luke Doherty are both back ready to re-enter the ice surface, so assumedly we've closed up the second mouth of Luke Doherty. It's going to be fascinating to see Luke Doherty at the trough at Pasta Shooter later this evening. How many types of pasta will he try and eat simultaneously? Jules with a nice defensive play at the blue line to break things up, but it's coming back with the Pinheads. This is certainly the Pinheads we expected to see this season. Very strong. Cliff with a lovely tip, but it goes high and wide. Cliff just picks it out of the net. Fair enough. We'll let that play. His pass across, not a good one. Juliana gets it up to Igor. We haven't seen enough of Igor this evening. And now he's through.
Let's go.
Igor with a nice shot, and Tad makes the save. Doesn't cover. Elects to play it straight on to Annie. Annie strides up the ice. She's just got Juliana to beat before Brody. Shot blocked by Juliana. Juliana looks like, well, I don't know. Wasn't happy with it, but she wasn't mad about it either. Tara gets to the zone, takes the shot, but it ends up just whipping around. Oh!
Another one down.
Lockie Old. He sees the timer's off, so he cuts in. Gives it across to Adrienne. Oh, just ahead of her. Adrienne battling with Igor. It comes back to two-mouth Doherty. He whips it wide. It wraps around. Ah, I see the problem. Is that the taping or his mouth guard that's hanging out of his mouth?
I'm thinking it's taping.
All right. He's not like one of these T'Chuk buffoons.
Ugh, hideous.
Tara across. Broken up by Annie Knight. Luke Doherty looking to exact revenge. He doesn't care how. He doesn't care how many people get hurt. Cuts it into the center. Annie couldn't bring it from backhand to forehand, and so Allegra is going to come in and pick up the puck. She chips it across. No, she doesn't. She's going herself. Good idea. Now she chips it across to Igor. Igor takes the zone. I don't know how to describe that. That was quite interesting. It was an off-foot, one-footed slap snapshot. There was a bit of everything in that one. No matter what type of shot you like, Igor just tried it all at once.
Bit of a cocktail.
Tara breaks up that offensive play from the Pinheads. The Pinheads with sustained zone time here. Luke now with an opportunity to wound. And he strikes. Brody with the catch. Tara moving forward up the ice. She was pursued by Adrian, but Adrian's gone off for a change. Now it's Blaze. Blaze has it taken away by Luke. Luke looks to shovel it up to Jake, who is alone.
Who's now frightened of the puck, I think.
If he scores, we're just going to no-goal him again, just for fun. Luke picks the pocket of Dwayne and circles back into his defensive zone to reset for the Pinheads. He chips it forward, but Trent Stokes is there. He gives it to his son, Blaze. Blaze chips it along to Cullen. Cullen looks to put it in for Dwayne, but it's broken up there by Luke. Dwayne circles back, gets it to Blaze. He's got two on him. He gives it to his old man, Trent. Trent manages to take the zone. It's him and Danny Gates into the corner. Danny comes away with the puck. He gets it up to Jackson. Blaze's pinch doesn't work out. Jackson now ignores Jake on his offside, takes the shot. Brody blocks it into the corner. Blaze with the puck now. He's been an offensive dynamo, but he's pointless this evening. He's got to get going if the Hellers are to get back in it in the last 7 minutes. Dwayne's shot deflected high. It's into the netting, but it's still in play. Jackson straight down Main Street again. He cuts wide. Was looking to line up the shot, but couldn't do so. Trashman takes it away from him. Trashman gives it up to Cullen. Cullen with a good reception. He takes the shot. It's just wide. Tad coming across to ensure it goes into the corner. Oh, Dwayne, nice keep in. Gets it down low to Cullen. Cullen chips it back round. Jakey boy manages to find McFly on a breakaway. Another defensive breakdown for the Hellers, and McFly makes them pay. Nick Luff coming around with the call.
Number one, and I'm assuming it was assisted by Jake.
Okay. That's a good assumption. I don't know if it's true, but it's a good assumption. And, well, you'd have to say the Hellers have dug themselves quite a hole to get out of here. McFly wins the faceoff, passes it up to himself. He now looks for Annie on the far side. Stephen breaks it up and gets it to Brooke Skeen. A 6-goal deficit with 6 minutes to go. We've seen stranger things happen, but it'll be a hard effort. We've got a delayed call of some kind here from Nick.
Feels like the Pennies were just saving it all up for this game.
Well, we saw a glimpse of it last week against the Delis. They decided they'd had... Oh,
my goodness.
No. And Nick Luff makes the penalty call. It's the puck burglar. Brooke doesn't want the shot.
Whoa. Come
So
on, Brooke.
Lockie's going to thieve it instead. Lockie did get the scoring started this evening on a feed from Juliana. If he can score this, perhaps the Hellers believe they can get back in it.
They could turn it all around.
Well,
That might have been.
I mean, it's a good attempt at a move, honestly. He went forehand, backhand. Unfortunately, Tad wasn't yet frozen, so he still had the agility to get round. Cullen overskates the puck so that Annie Knight can skate onto it. She takes the shot, it goes wide. the dangerous puck burglar, known for interfering. Watch out, Brooke, he's coming back.
Yeah, I'd be careful, Brooke.
Do you think she'd take the second penalty if he did it again?
Yes.
Oh!
Yes, I do.
That was so close to being
Come on, Brooke.
just some sort of roadkill. Brooke chips it wide to Cullen. Cullen takes the zone. He takes the shot. That was a nice shot, just off the shoulder of Tad. McFly with an aggressive stick in the corner. Cullen and McFly battling hard. And a nice big bear cuddle.
Aw. 4 minutes 30 to go. We're in the...
Nice pass from Allegra. Cross pass to Stephen.
Yeah.
Stephen gives it back. His pass was worse than Allegra's. Now McFly has it. It's over to Annie. Annie.
Watch yourself, everyone.
She takes the shot. Brody makes the save. Stephen chips it up to Allegra again.
Let's go, Allegra.
Allegra passes it up to Lockie.
Oh, my word.
What are we going to go for? The Olympic dive or the trip? Make them both take penalty shots.
Trip. Now, will
Try
Brooke,
for tripping.
Tripping. Okay. They've gone for number 1, McFly, tripping.
will Brooke take the penalty now?
Great question. She should.
Reciprocal.
McConville, get off the ice.
Yeah, switch it up.
Let Brooke take it.
Come on, Brooke. We believe in you.
Sharing is caring. All right. Will he have learned from his previous penalty shot attempt?
No.
He's covered in
We're
snow.
going to do the same thing.
Oh, well, he went for a different move.
That was a good
Unfortunately, not successful, and it thunders into the boards. Watch out, everyone. Tad's got the puck. We know he can score.
So
Doherty makes the move past McConville.
if they get a goal every 30 seconds, the Hellas still have a chance.
That's some fast math.
Thank you, I tried.
Tara passes up to Allegra. Allegra's going to enter the zone, see if she can get a shot away.
Yeah. Just walk
No,
straight
she's
on
too
through.
generous. She's got to be more selfish. Takes a big wind up. There was a lot of noise, but not much movement of the puck. Danny Gates on the forecheck, chasing Igor. Luke cuts past Allegra. I don't know if that was necessary, but he chips it into the corner. Jules will rip it around to Allegra again, who gets a second opportunity.
Ooh. Good thing Juliana was paying attention there.
Here comes Allegra. If there's one thing she needs to do, it's wind up and take a slap shot like her old man.
Absolutely. Let's go.
Here we go. Oh, she's attempting the pass again.
Oh, hang on. Jake, just leave it. Let her have
Whatever.
a go.
The poor man wants to score a goal.
He's desperate for it, isn't he? And he,
Oh.
robbed again.
Furious competition in the slot. He gives it to Jake.
Oh,
Jake,
no.
Jake sends it through the crease, past an empty net, and into the corner. Jake may never score again.
Oh, Jake, my love.
Jules
I'm
chips it out of
sorry.
the zone. No, kept in by Danny Gates. Great work on the point. This is furious pressure here from the Pinheads. Adrienne. The puck chips wide. It's up to Blaze. Blaze cuts in on Danny Gates. Blaze gives it to Tara. Unfortunately, it's straight through the triangle. She manages to cycle it down low. She cycles it back up to Blaze. Tara, sort of a shot pass there. Nothing doing, so Igor puts it on net. Pretty tough to score from that angle. Now here comes Blaze. He tries to cut back in on Jake, but Jake already furious after 2 disallowed goals and missing an open net. I wouldn't be surprised if he just blasts through every single last person on the ice to score a goal now, which we will, of course, wave off.
I really don't think he could handle that.
Here comes old two-mouth Doherty.
It
Shot
is.
saved by Brody. We've got 1 minute remaining in the period.
All right, Juliana, passing it up there. She's hopeful. It can still be turned around. It might be a misplaced hope, but she still hopes.
Lachlan Old, I mean, it looked like he wanted to dent the board rather than
Yeah,
score
yeah.
a goal. He then zooms back to take the puck off Blaze. I reckon Kondos paid Lachlan Old to make sure Blaze didn't get a point.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Adrienne with a shot that ends up in the corner thanks to a deflection from Trent. Jakey boy chips it into the center, but Trent says no thank you.
I'm starting to think that everyone's now working against Jakey.
Maybe. That's an interesting conspiracy theory.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
And, oh, well.
What the heck? We better stop the clock there. Yeah, we'll give him back. Yeah,
all right.
Perfect.
Trent gets one for tripping. Jakey Boy's going to get the penalty shot if he decides to take it. I'm a bit worried that Tad Lyons is lining up at centre ice again. We can't have that 2 weeks in a row, surely.
Maybe Brooks King could take this as well.
Maybe. Jakey Boy.
He's going to miss it and he's going to lose it.
Oh, if he scores it, I'm ready on the no goal. He scores.
Oh, my goodness.
I give him the no goal, but he celebrates anyway. He's way ahead of me, that Jakey Boy. Puts it through the 5-hole of Brody, and it's a 9-2 game. Tad Lyons despondently makes his way back to the net.
He was robbed.
He was ready for another shot and goal.
Robbed of the
Goal to the top 8, Jake.
Yeah, I'll just put the top 8 timer on, I guess, for the last 15 seconds.
Yeah, let's put that top 8 timer on. Really drive the point home. And we best start the clock again.
Blaze wins the face-off. Can he get the point to put himself ahead of Kondos? He can't. The good news for Blaze is that B is before S, and so he will remain on top, even though he is held pointless in this one. Tad charging down the ice with 3 seconds to go.
My goodness. Are they going to let him keep going?
No.
Oh, they should have.
I'm not interested in fun.
Oh.
Send that man away.
Send Trashman away.
Right,
My
well,
goodness.
in the Trashman's return to Pinhead Land, they played a beautiful tribute video to him, and then they absolutely destroyed him.
Yeah, as soon as they played that video, everything turned around for the Pinheads.
They destroyed his very essence. The essence of Stephen Ward may no longer exist.
Yeah, they just... Oh.
I mean, this game had it all. Tribute videos, someone developing a second mouth.
Stop.
9 goals for a team.
Oh, and the slow meltdown of Jakey Boy Adamson as he tried relentlessly to get that goal.
What are you going to do?
He did it with 15 seconds left to go. So, you know,
no,
never give up.
I said no goal.
Okay.
Right. Well, thank you to all of the watchers and listeners from this evening's events. We are grateful for your time and joining us on the KIHL streams. As a reminder, we play 2 nights a week, so we'll be back on Tuesday evening. Make sure to like and subscribe the YouTube channel so that you get updates whenever we are live with a game. Don't forget to check the socials later for a video of our cameraman watching Star Wars while he follows the play with the camera.
He's just great at multitasking.
And we will see you all on Tuesday.
Back here at the Olympic Ice Skating Rink.